welcome, everybody. We are broadcasting from the Avondale Community Radio Studio. This is the Levity Roundtable.
Yay! What?
So,
do you not get our emails? I don't get anything out of my headphones or mic.
So nothing's changed.
Yeah, we're starting out just the way it was.
It's just the way it was. Okay, so if you are listening to 89.5 WHS, this is the Levity Roundtable, formerly known as the Avondale Comedy Podcast.
There I am. Hi.
I just had to turn up the headphones.
Oh,
There's a knob here. Can you hear now?
It's
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
This is where Mike says, what, janky?
This is janky as hell.
No. It's a community radio studio, so I mean, there's lots of good things and lots of old things,
And we thank them for letting us.
We're
be
the
here.
old things.
We are the old things.
Yes.
That's right.
I'm older than some of the CDs that are behind us. Yes.
Yes.
You're older than all the CDs.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I don't think CDs were out in, 73, 72.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Jerk.
I feel like Johnny Cash Light.
Yeah?
I'm the man in gray.
Yeah, I see that.
I didn't do that on purpose. I got out of bed at 9:30 and said, "Oh crap!
I got to be there in 2 minutes."
I thought you were just looking at the wardrobe going, how do I feel today? I think I'll wear...
Wait, you normally look like this every day.
Yeah, none of us noticed anything different.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you got dressed in the dark, and you thought it was all black, so it's all good.
Oh, sun's out, guns out.
Sun's
there you
out,
go.
There you go.
It's hot as hell in here."
It is. It is warm.
It
It's
is.
like creepy warm.
And I'm in a sweater. How do you think I feel right now?
Warm.
Like a
My,
fool.
my butt crack is sweating right now.
You know, there's just some things we don't need to know.
I feel like I've sunk to a new depth this morning.
That's low.
It's really low. A new depth in my misanthropic tendencies. I spent most of the morning
Chuck,
on YouTube.
what's misanthropic?
Go on, Mike. They're going to have a conversation
Of
in
a-
whispers.
A hatred of humanity and all things human.
Okay, Google.
Dave?
Lost my truck, lost my girl, lost my keys, lost my world. Hey, where's
Here it comes.
Google knows?
I'm good.
Okay, Google. What is misanthropic?
You guys.
We're going to learn something.
Human society.
What?
there you
Human
go.
society?
Disliking humankind and avoiding human society.
So exactly what Mike just said.
Hey, I'm misanthropic.
There you go.
You learned something today.
Hey, that's what we do on this podcast is we teach.
All right. So anyway, you've
What?
sunk to a new low.
It could have been a 6-second little bit, but we've turned it into this giant wankathon.
Sorry.
I spent the morning on YouTube watching people falling off ladders compilations.
That is a thing.
It is outstanding. Outstanding.
I like it.
Yeah, that could have been 6 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's on you, man.
I'm taking blame.
No, I'm with you. It's one of my favorite things to watch are the fails.
People falling out of trees is another good compilation.
Yeah.
Yeah, falling on
And then,
skateboards and
if
having
you-
the skateboards pop up and nail them as they're falling. And
If you really
Oh,
want
yeah.
to see folks get messed up, look up cliff diving fails.
Oh no, that
I'm gonna
cannot end
tomahawk.
well.
I'm gonna tomahawk down the cliff.
I don't know what it is, but I don't have the stomach for watching people get injured.
Really?
No.
That's like the number one thing to watch on YouTube.
But you like watching
I know.
pimple popping videos, so
You watch that?
No. Matt's being a jerk. No, I don't.
All right, so we know our favorite
watch
thing
your
to
own
watch
videos
is
then.
we love watching human beings hurt themselves on YouTube. What are you watching on YouTube?
So Dave's
If
trying
it's
not to
that.
become part of Idiocracy is what I'm seeing.
I just don't know what else there is on YouTube. What do you?
Makeup videos.
our podcast,
Honestly, cooking videos.
Cooking stuff.
cooking
Yeah.
videos. Yeah,
True.
they're out there.
Cooking fails, people hurting themselves.
Flambe gone wrong.
So anything that I
Oh,
watch, you watch the fail of. Yes, is that what it is? There you go. It's the duality in this show.
Every once in a while, there's a channel I like called People Are Awesome, and you get to see people doing these amazing
that's
stunts
dumb.
and things. But then they'll pair it with Fail Army.
Yeah.
So you'll see someone do something amazing, and then somebody else try to do the exact same thing, but fail horribly at it and hurt themselves. That's great.
Yeah, we don't know how many takes
just
the People
makes
Are
me-
Awesome did.
Hey, is my arm broken? I think so. It's on the floor over there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It
It's
is
great
bad.
stuff.
It is bad. So what are we doing today?
So, well,
fellas?
before we kind of get too far into the episode here, I do want to go over some clerical stuff. In that this is really the first episode of the new show of the rebranded, renamed show, and
And I got a wicked hiss and buzz coming out
Yeah,
of
me
here.
Yeah, it's all good.
I don't know.
How's that good?
It's all good.
In
Well-
what way is it good?
It's just
Chuck,
How
move
is
some
poor
stuff
audio
around.
quality?
I don't know. I'm touching.
Let Dave
knobs.
keep talking to what we're actually doing here. And
Yes,
Chuck, move
yes.
knobs.
Yes.
so.
Thank
Please
you, Scott.
Explain.
While you guys complain about the equipment, I'll explain exactly what we're doing.
It might be
here.
user error.
Yes, that is quite true. So let me get back into this. So Charles and I, almost
30
30 years ago,
30 years, Dave.
as freshmen in this high school,
Yeah.
started a radio show because you wanted to, and you're like, "Hey, come on and join me because I don't want to do it alone."
Yep.
I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing on
Did
the
you
radio.
think you weren't funny enough? Is that what it was?
Mostly.
So you were both right.
Right, exactly. But the idea for his show is he wanted to do comedy music.
Yeah,
the
Weird Al
the
Yankovic. Well, I was-
Al Sherman, the Spike Lee or
Jones.
Spike Jones,
Spike Jones.
Spike Lee.
He's not as funny as you think.
So, but I'm like, I don't think people want to hear 2 hours of that kind of music. So we did 1 hour of that music and then another hour of regular music, right?
We say regular music, but it was like Dire Straits over and over and over again.
Because he
Which
expected
is funny in itself.
right, because he expected me to do the regular music, and I knew nothing about music my freshman year.
I thought you were into music. I wasn't at the time.
I could
Aerosmith?
I could play
Sure.
Erasure. I could play Tom Petty.
Well,
Keep talking, Dave.
It soon didn't last very long, and we went to
No.
2 hours of comedy music.
All right.
Yeah.
And then once we moved into this new studio, we just started talking and doing bits, and that's kind of what we did. Just
So
making-
fast forward now.
So fast forward, I was 2015, I don't know when it was. 2014, 13, somewhere around there.
Whenever we had
The school had
alumni
a
thing, right?
40-year radio-a-thon, they called it. They invited all the past alumni to come in and do.
And some of them actually showed up.
and some of them did. And Charles and I kind of talked about it, and we thought, hey, that'd be a good idea to get the show back together. Wow, Scott's mic just fell apart. What?
Speaking of 40 years old.
What was that about Janky? Anyway, so
Maybe we should turn his mic down so that his.
okay, that is
Which one is
this
him?
Yeah.
All
There
right,
you
there
go.
you go.
Okay, now you're good.
Just leave it like that.
Hey, that's the best of the show. The sound.
Hey, it sounds great now.
So anyway, we contacted the director here, and we wanted to do a show here on the community studio, and they're like, heck yeah.
Well, you know what it was? We'd come in, we did the radiothon, and it was a lot of fun. And as we were leaving, she was like, that was great. You guys should do this more often. And I stopped and turned around and said, what did you just say?
Right. You're offering us to do this on a regular basis?
What? And
So we started the Avondale Comedy Podcast from that, and here we are a year later doing the show.
What in the world? All right,
Yeah, I'll have to set up a new mic for you, maybe.
And those who aren't watching this live, Scott's mic is just dangling from a cord.
Yeah, we do lots of segments here. Matt is the DJ. We got Point Counterpoint, which I think we're going to hear during the Star Wars update.
Which
yeah?
is
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, we also got
eventually.
so we got Sports Drop. We're going to talk about the what's that big game called?
Oh, the
big
Super
game.
Bowl.
The big
Oh, the
game.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
I even have a sports
Yeah.
thing to
I don't-
contribute.
The
Isn't that
one
crazy?
guy here that could give a darn about sports has a sports update.
I was
That's right.
expecting.
And we'll get to that in a little later.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to
my.
hearing that.
All right.
Anyway, so that's sort of the history of the show. That's why we're here. That's why you are listening
To the
to the Levity Roundtable.
Levity Roundtable.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Bringing it back. So
Bookmark
bring
that.
it back.
There.
Oh, bring it back.
Hey,
as
I'm
bringing
back.
his mic back. Oh, I got you.
No, now it's terrible. Go back.
The one engineer in the room, his microphone fell apart.
Well, I can see why too.
But that's not a General Motors product.
No, it's not. But I can fix it. I just need some washers.
It behaves like one.
Let's see here.
All right. So what are we doing?
I don't know.